This is it, the ultimate game in this college football season. Two teams that have battled through a long regular season, thrived in this 12-team playoff bracket, overcoming adversity along the way. And now, two teams battle for that gold championship trophy in the building here tonight. Which side will have their dreams come true? Welcome to Las Vegas, where dreams and fortunes can be made, and the site of this year's national championship game. As we'll see, last season's national champions, the Clemson Tigers, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. It's time to get this national championship game underway and crown a champion. Here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense making their way on the field today. And here we are, folks, the last two teams standing, battling for a national championship. It's been a long regular season. They have survived a punishing playoff run, and here we go. The trophy is in the building. Who's going to walk out of here with a lifelong memory?
Chris, one of the great things now that we're in this 12-team playoff format and in the national championship is we no longer have to debate who should be the champion. You have 12 teams. We've played it out. We're down to the best two teams. Now they get a chance to find out who, in fact, is the best and be crowned the national champion.
Second down after that previous play. He hands it off from the gun. He shreds the tackle. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
You know, Chris, what a great run here. You think about Ohio State, you think lately about those NFL-ready wide receivers. But we all know it starts with their running games, all those great backs they have had over the years.
To throw, it's Sayin. Gets rid of it on the move. Grab down the middle, it's Smith. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 41. Buckeyes with 1st and 10 here.
In all of our prep work coming into this national championship, I really wondered how this secondary would hold up against this quarterback and this group of receivers. They better be ready to make some adjustments because right now, this quarterback is having his way with it.
They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. Pass complete, it's 2nd down now. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Not enough on that one. It falls incomplete. Big moment on the opening drive. They face 3rd down. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the 1st down. The pass rush gets home.
You know, a lot of times when you see a sack like this, you got to give a lot of credit to the coverage downfield. I don't think the quarterback really felt good about anybody being open, so he held the ball just a little bit too long and allows the defense to come up with the 1st sack of the game.
Kicked it too far, lands in the end zone for a touchback. The Tigers offense takes the field. The first chance we had to see them today. Kirk, let's check the impact players in this game. Guys who have been leaders, guys who are being counted on to deliver today.
Well, these are the guys that both these teams rely on, as you said, to be able to make the plays. And more importantly, when it gets into that point in the game where you need to be able to have some leadership, these are the men who are going to have to step up and be able to provide that for each team.
And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. They bring him down after a short return, but the takeaway at the 26-yard line is huge.
Nice job by this defense jumping on that football to come up with the interception. And not exactly how this quarterback envisioned this game starting. His very first throw of the game, he puts into traffic, and he costs his team in a big way.
Second down after that run on the previous play. the air. It's saying. Pass complete on a crossing route. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be first and goal right there.
It's an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding that window between the zones and delivering the ball on time.
Keep it on the ground on first and goal. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill curve.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Looking to set up a screen pass here. He heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
That completion gets him a little closer. Quick decisions needed here, especially with third down coming up.
They moved it to the 3. Now it's third and goal. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Touchdown, Buckeyes. They strike first in this national title bout. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kurt.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
You thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. He's past the marker and still going. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Another great pickup on the ground here by a Clemson running back. And you know, if you're going to be a running back for Clemson, you have to be able to not just do that, but also you got to be able to catch the ball to the backfield because they're dangerous in the passing game as well.
Nowhere to run but corralling for no gain.
Things just appear to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that. Give credit to the front seven of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
He made the tackle, but not for a solid gain on that pass. Critical third down play for this offense right here.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
No punt. Offense still on the field, going to go for it on fourth down. Back to pass. It's Mendoza. But it's incomplete. The defense makes a fourth down stop. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. So here comes the first play of this drive. They're set up at their own 48. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch downfield. They finally stop him. It's a huge gain down to the 23.
Boy, what a big-time play here by this wide receiver. You know, sometimes, Chris, I wonder if Woody Hayes would be enjoying this modern passing attack from his Buckeyes. And I like to think that winning would outweigh any concerns he may have about that ball being in the air so often.
That's a nice play. It'll set him up first down now at the 12.
That's another positive gain here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. He escapes the pocket. Motors all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
What a threat for this offense to have a weapon like this at quarterback. Down in the red zone, surveying the coverage, nobody open, so he does it himself with his legs and gets to the end zone for the touchdown.
And the point after is good. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Turner trying to create good field position. Coverage team flying down there. Good job. They limit the return. Not much there. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. From the shotgun now. Here's a handoff inside. Zero running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
The defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
To throw, it's Mendoza. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes.
Pressured and trapped back at the 8-yard line.
Now they put that nickel defense, and I think that's the right call. You get more speed to be able to cover with those 5 defensive backs. It also allows that defensive line with that good coverage to get after the quarterback, as we see here.
And the fair catch, signal for and taken. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Outstanding field position to begin this drive. It's a quarterback keeper. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, you're going to have to keep your eye on that defensive end. If he collapses down inside to the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself as a quarterback to the outside. Now, if he stays outside, you're going to go ahead and leave it in the running back's belly. In this case, he pulled it and got some good yards himself.
The Buckeyes are in the red zone. And there's the handoff. Fights through a tackle. No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Runner shows toughness and will, refusing to be brought down. Ends up in the end zone.
Yeah, that defender had no chance bringing down this ball carrier by himself. That's why you better have a couple defenders, or else you're going to have more touchdowns like this.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
Clemson, 0.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job on the coverage team. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. And here's the handoff. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive.
And looking for a big play here. And it's hauled in way downfield. Oh, and he's free down the left side. Can they run him down? Touchdown, Tigers. They begin to fight back here in this championship game.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches the football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. The offense will keep it on the ground here. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
Makes the catch. It's Smith. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. Well, Kurt, Ohio State has the lead here after 1. So both teams settling in this battle for the national championship. Through 1 quarter, let's check out the game summary. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this 3rd down. Looking to pass. It's Sayin. He's got it with room to run. One down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. Nice game.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
Go to the sideline, steps out after a short gain.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
That completion makes it second and medium. The shotgun running play call. Powers through. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Well, I thought he might shake free there. He's able to break one tackle, but give credit to the secondary. Good job of coming up in run support.
There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. The pocket breaking down. He's got enough for the first down and still going. They make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
Stopped right there at the line. No gain. Offense getting set. It's second down. Play action fake, looking to throw. Grab made by the tight end.
This is why running the football is so important. Run the ball, and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
Going to pick up the third and short through the air. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down. And they will try out the field goal team here. Knocks that one right down the middle. And they add to their lead. So after adding to this big lead, they are set to kick it away.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And here's the return from inside the 5. Will be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Nice grab. It's Brown. He's in the clear. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defense coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot, but I think the reality is seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
Second down play coming up. Looks right for a quick completion. And he'll be smarter right at the line for no gain.
This is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
Can't hold on. Good defensive play brings up a fourth down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
The pass ball is incomplete. A big fourth down stop for this defense. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. And the back now goes in motion. Back to throw. It's Sayin. Makes a quick catch.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
And just a short gain this time, they're able to get him down.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31.
Chris, sometimes the quarterback's just trying to find the open guy and get him the ball. It's exactly what he's able to do here. Found a way to pick up the first down.
Running back with the football. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Well, if somebody talks about a play being blown up, this is a great example of that. That's exhibit A for how to be physical on defense.
Grab behind the line. It's Peoples. And the defense was not much of a gain on that completion. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Well, that's the kind of play right there that this defense has been looking for. Maybe that'll spark them because, let's face it, this game has not gone the way they had hoped. But a play like that sometimes can create some momentum and change the complexion of the football game.
Oh, and he knocks it right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50-plus.
Return starts from inside the 5. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. Last time the defense got a big 4th down stop. Let's see what the offense can do this time. Quick throw to the right. It's caught. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Okay, we reached the 2-minute timeout. The offense some work to do here trying to cut into this lead before halftime. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this 1st down? He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground.
He catches a break here. Always good to have friends looking out for you on the job. That was almost a major momentum shift, if not for the returner's teammate coming in to recover that fumble.
And the defense smothers him for no gain. Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. 2nd down and 11. Dropping back. It's Sayin. He lets it go on the move. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Oh, for defensive backs, man, they salivate for opportunities like this. Some may only get 1 or 2 a year, and he was not going to squander this chance.
And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball into enemy territory. 1st down now at the 40. Here's a 1st and 10 play. On the ground, it's Davidson. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid gain, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
Nice catch made out of a slot position. That's going to be tough to stop today, Kirk.
He is so dangerous in space at that slot position. Nice job at the top of that route. Gave a little shoulder fake to create that separation. Made it easy for the quarterback to find him and make that throw. I think he predetermined where to go with his football. Really did give himself a chance to work through his progressions. Locked into his primary. Tried to force it in there. It doesn't work out.
He's back to throw again on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Brown.
Well, the receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver. Gets the separation. And at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
They stop him behind the line. That'll set up 4th down now. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their 1st of the half. Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up.
Touchdown, Clemson. His quarterback on fire today.
Now that's what I'm talking about. This hasn't been a great 1st half, but putting up that touchdown like this, now they're going to be feeling good heading into that locker room and get themselves to believe that they can come back and win this game.
And the point after is right down the middle. So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get his top and preserve that momentum. And so it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They've got to be pleased with their performance here in the 1st half. Let's see if they just play it cautious and get to the break in front. Opening play of the drive quick throw to the left. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. Offense getting set, second down play here. Back to pass. It's Sayin. Grab down the middle. It's Peoples. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. Offense moving into a bunch formation. The offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy. First down and 10. From the shotgun, drops back. Bringing pressure. And he just throws that one away. Took a big shot, but avoids the sack.
Well, everybody talks about sacks, and they're very important. But sometimes just the rush, the pressure, affecting the quarterback is just as effective. He didn't have a clean throwing lane, and they forced the incompletion.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. And he'll drop back here on third down. He's looking to scramble. And the defense tackles him in what should be the final play of this first half. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. The Buckeyes will have to kick this away when he comes for his second punt of the game. Met will bounce and go out of bounds inside the 10. Great punt to pin the offense back. Buckeyes will kick it deep to begin the second half.
27, Clemson, 14.
Return begins inside the 10. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team.
And the Clemson offense will take over.
Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
You get to the national championship, Chris, you'd love to see more balance. They've not been able to run the football the entire game, putting everything on this quarterback in their passing game.
Quick throw complete to the tight end. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34. See what the call is on first and 10.
That's a first down for the offense.
They mix it up with a run. You senior able to make the stop after a short game.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, holding just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling plays in second day, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play. Third down, this offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Can he make it to the marker? He picks up the first down before they get him on the ground.
Good job up front by that offensive line, getting a good push to be able to allow the back to pick up this first down. This is an important drive for this offense. Now that they got a first down, they can open up this playbook and keep attacking this defense.
Makes the grab. It's Brown. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down. And the Tigers come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss. Just having one of those dream performances.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. He's got the first and still going. They finally bring him down, but the offense set up now. First down from the 15. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Clemson now operating in the red zone. On first down, they'll keep the running game churning. Touchdown, Tigers, as they come roaring back now. Who says you need explosive plays, Dirk? That was a long, grinding scoring drive.
And think about this. This is a national championship, and you're able to execute like that against this quality of a defense. Man, that is a great job by the coordinator and the quarterback being in sync and putting together a heck of a drive.
PAT up and good to get a little bit closer. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Great field position to start the drive. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. Quarterback still with the football. He's Sutton, but he gets out across the 25-yard line. You set it down to the offense. 1st and 10. Looking for a gap. It's Peoples. And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Scanning the field. It's Sayin. Catch made on the out route. They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45. Solid game.
Well, he continues to have time to throw the football, and he makes his defense pay for it. Now, they realized coming into this game they had to take away his ability to throw the football downfield, but it's the receivers and their plays after the catch that's really giving them a hard time.
Tried to bounce it, but couldn't get the quarter. They'll stop him for a loss. The running play goes backwards. Now the offense is set up at 2nd and 13. They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Peoples. Tackled there by the defense.
A running back who can take a check down like that and turn it into a gain can be a quarterback's best friend. And it's an easy way to rack up those touches and get the ball to your playmaker in the open field.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Caught over the middle. It's Roberts. That play will move the sticks. Set him up 1st down at the 42. Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Quick spin on the run. As the 1st down is still going. They finally make the tackle, but he gets all the way to the 14. The offense really clicking against this battle defense.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. It keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
And he'll set up to throw. Looking for 6. And it's caught. Touchdown, Ohio State. So a long, methodical scoring drive. Great execution with championship pressure.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional in how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
They'll return it from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. Grab down the middle. It's Moore. 2nd down play coming up in his offense. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. To the air, it's Mendoza. Grabbed by the receiver. The stop made at the 45, but enough for a first down. That's good timing there. Receiver makes the catch, and it has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line, because this play takes some time for the receiver to work his way across the field on that drag route. And the quarterback that time had enough time to be able to navigate the coverage and make the accurate throw.
High completion makes it second and medium. Short throw to the sideline, forced out after just a short gain.
It's almost like they don't have another receiver to throw the ball to. This guy's been making all kinds of plays today, and this time decides to show off some fancy football and somehow stays in bounds.
The freshman is brought down after a really solid run there.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you get a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
Seventh play of the drive coming up. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. They bring him down, but that's enough to move this offense into the red zone with a first down at the 17. Looking to throw it from the red zone. It's an out route, the catch made. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play. Well, Ohio State has the lead here, Kurt. We've reached the end of the third quarter in this national championship battle that has lived up to the hype. For the final period, let's check out the game stats. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Looking to pass. It's Mendoza. He's got it right near the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. Look out. A whole different game now. That was an enormous touchdown. They're still behind, but it's a one-possession game, national championship on the line.
Yeah, the offense did their job to make this thing interesting. Now their opponent. What will their opponent do? Are they going to try to kill clock? Are they going to just try to run the football? Are they going to get aggressive and throw and try to score themselves? Still, a lot can happen here in these closing minutes.
Tackle at the 13. That great field position to start the drive. Here comes the powerful Hawkeye offense back onto the field. Suddenly, this is a tighter game. You'd love to build a drive and choose some clock. How aggressive will they get with the play call? Breaks into the clear. Moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
Chris, at least there's some positive yards there from this run game. It hasn't been pretty today. It's really, to me, kept them out of finding any kind of offensive rhythm. Now, they have the lead, but it's despite this offense not necessarily having their best day.
He finds some space. Out of bounds, but not before a big game. This offense is ripping the defense apart today. One massive play, and suddenly they're at the plus 45-yard line here. Off the play fake on first down. Comes up with the catch.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
A completion sets up a second down play. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Going to try to use his legs here. They'll avoid the big hit, the slide.
Defense does a great job of taking everything away downfield. This quarterback wanted to take a shot, but nothing is there. The only problem is they didn't account for him taking off and running, so he picks up the first down.
Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. That incompletion makes it 2nd and 10 from the 26. Dropping back, it's Sayan. Running out of time in the pocket. Caught over the middle, it's Smith. The stop made at the 5. The offense will have 1st and goal now. For the offense, a chance to extend the lead, but more importantly, build the clock here late in the game. 1st and goal, handoff. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2.
Hey, it's a great job of running the football. It's the right idea, but the back's got to stay in bounds. Because remember, with the new rule in college football, the clock still stops momentarily until the referee sets the play clock for the next play, and then it'll start again. So stay in bounds, work that clock.
Defense clearly setting up to stuff the run here. On 3rd and goal, he's going to try to throw for it. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Another touchdown strike. You win national championships with elite quarterback play. And Kirk, this guy's putting on a show.
I mean, this is a national championship. You imagine having this kind of performance? This is something that we'll always remember. Right now, this defense is overmatched with his ability to throw the ball and the receivers' jobs of running routes. Everything's in sync right now.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. And it's hauled in. What a catch. Here he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. The comeback is on. Here we go. National championship game, 4th quarter. 1-possession game. Let's see who's going to step up.
Well, the stakes can't get any bigger. The offense has done their job to give themselves a chance. But what about their opponent? What about the other side? How will they handle this pressure? Late in the game, they still have the lead. I want to see what their plan of attack is and how aggressive they might be willing to be.
Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. Crucial possession. This game just got tighter. They love to play keep away, chew on the clock. How will they call it here? And the first play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st down, it's play action. Looking right, this one caught. Oh, he fought hard there, broke a tackle, but brought down short of the sticks.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
QB decides to keep it here. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
Well, I think we can all see how tough it is to control this guy under center today for this defense. But they did a nice job of keeping him contained. But they've got to stay focused. They can't get lazy because we could see him breaking one any moment against this defense.
They try to sneak it for the 1st.
Good call here by the offensive coordinator. Go with quarterback sneak here on 3rd and inches, and he's going to get the 1st down. It's a great time to catch the defense off guard. Get up to the line of scrimmage quickly, get the lineman down, quarterback under the center, quick snap, and get the yardage you need for the 1st down.
Leaning on the run game here. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play. Offense now behind the sticks on 2nd down. They need 12 after that 1st down loss. Looking to throw. It's Sayin. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. A crucial play in this game. It's 3rd down and 2. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. The Buckeyes will bring their punt team onto the field. And he fields it at the 15. The coverage team makes the stop on this return. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. This is one of those moments, the national championship on the line. They need a touchdown right here in this possession. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Takes the handoff. It's Moulton. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. So a very makeable 3rd down for this offense from the 26-yard line. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Finds his man. It's Moulton. The gain is not enough for first down, so it brings up a 4th and short. The Tigers will come to the line here looking to convert on 4th down. This could be the game here. Grab down the middle. It's Moore. And it works. The first down to the 35.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
Good enough for first down yardage. Here we go. Final minutes of this national championship game. Can this quarterback step up and become a hero? Goes to the sideline, steps out after a short gain. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. And it comes down to this in the national championship. Close game. Final minutes. Can this quarterback step up and make a winning play? They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33.
You talk about a dream football game at the college level. This guy's now over 400 yards passing today.
Here we go. Final minutes of this national championship game. Can this quarterback step up and become a hero? Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Well, the offense has done a nice job of moving themselves down in this area to give themselves a chance. But, man, the quarterback's got to continue to make good decisions.
Intercepted, picked off by the defense. And the defense is going to win this game, crushing any chance of a comeback. Now they can secure the W by just kneeling down. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out.
Okay, ready?
The offense just takes a knee here. That's it. It's official. We have our national champions. They fell a little bit short at the final hurdle. It's more consolation, but they really had an excellent season. A lot to be proud of. Just couldn't get the job done here today.
Chris, that's really well said. And while I know we're going to have plenty of time over the next few weeks and months to focus on the champs, it's not easy to get to this point. While I know it's tough in that other locker room right now, I have a feeling they're going to be back. For now, however, let's enjoy the celebration of the national champs.
And that's going to do it as we crown another national champion and punctuate a wild, exciting season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit and our entire crew behind the scenes, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. Officially, your kings of the college football world and national champions, the Ohio State Buckeyes.